Hello everyone, I'm Nathaniel Hoover, aka Flashman85, aka Gemini Laser, and you've been listening to a Cutman remix from CosmicGem and a Waveman remix from QuackMan AKA MiniMacro. Hopefully that's not your secret identity that I've just ruined for everyone. And here is another Mega Man Fangame sampler live stream. We recently played through the results of Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 2, and there were a few bosses in there, references to other fan games that I didn't recognize, so I figured I'd play at least one of them. So we're going to start off with Mega Man 42. You can see a little bit of the splash screen logo, and everything is being taken over by full screen when I didn't tell it to be full screen. So yes, here we go. We're starting with the Mega Man 42, which had the most bizarre control configuration I think I've ever seen in a fan game, to the point where my controls aren't even working properly. Let me know how the volume balance is. Let me know if you can hear the fan running in the background. Of course we're going to play as Roll. That seems extraordinarily loud. Let me know how that volume balance is. If that's still too loud, let me know. So, where do we want to go? Zombie Man, Madman, Missile Man, Ombudsman, who was in Magnal 2, Skyman, Brain Man, Art Man, Sandman. That still feels very loud. Here we go. Where to? Okay, well of course we're going to start here. OMB, UD, S-Man. Always spell it out. Never spell it out. What am I talking about? That's interesting. Some depth. What? Roll, you say. Okay, so you can kind of dash. Whoop. Yeah, I was having some weirdness with the controls. I always test these games out just long enough to make sure that they work before I start playing them. And I don't know if this was intentional or if the game was just glitching the heck out on me, but I would plug in all of the controls that I wanted to use on the customization screen, and it would just plug in random things like, yes, let's press backspace for up and the 0 key for down. Like, what is going on? So, although not a traditional graphical style for Mega Man in the very least, this is still pretty cool. It has that hand-drawn art feel to it. Looks like someone put some effort into it. Whee! Businessman would be an entertaining Mega Man boss choice as well. Ooh, I like that design. Ow! Hot ice. So, I'm not getting a completely coherent sense of challenge progression yet. It's still sort of, here's some enemies, go fight them. But, you know, it's an acceptable challenge. I can see the need for some practice here. This doesn't feel unfair at all. Why are we talking about timing people out? It's time to play video games, people. Just be happy and chat. And I do sort of like the inside-outside corporate. Oh, I see. People are swearing. Look, people are making a much bigger deal out of the swearing thing than I was hoping. If possible, I prefer that people avoid swearing in chat, just because I am trying to make this a family-friendly channel. People can watch at work, at school. Not that you should be watching this at school. I'm not condoning that, but, you know. You can watch with your kids and not have to worry about the content. If I'm playing anything, there are a few Mega Man fan games out there that have some questionable content, so I do try and notify people in advance if there's going to be things. So, you know, if you're able to, you know, try and restrain yourself if you feel like you need to swear. But unless you're being a jerk about it, I'm not going to boot you out the airlock. Lower the volume even more! Okay. Oh, right, fighting battles. Ow. So I think I can mostly just stand here and occasionally jump. Huh. It has a larger hitbox than I was expecting. Okay. Whee! How many lives I got? 1 lives! Oh, you know, I wonder... I guess that makes sense. If you're sending Roll out onto the battlefield like Mega Man, you'd want to suit her up with a proper helmet. And armor, and not just the, you know, housekeeping duds that she usually wears. Oh. My screen is too tiny to see what those are. Shooting the right way. Yay! That would have been bad. But yeah, I guess if Roll is going to go out fighting, it makes sense to suit her up the same way as Mega Man, though that changed Mega Man's name from Rock to Mega Man, so it would make sense to change it from Roll to Mega Woman. Okay, what do we got? Volume better now, folks? Maybe, possibly. What do I think of Mega Man 42? I just started playing it. I will let you know as I play how I feel about it. So, next one, we have beaten the Buds of Om Man. Shall we go to the Man of Sky, the Man of Brain, the Man of Art, the Man of Sand, the Man of Zombie, the Man of Mad, the Man of Missile? I see Mad, and I've seen that art before. So I'm finally putting together where people's avatars on Discord are coming from. Actually, that's true. Some of those conversations are more like Discard than Discord. Oh, let's try out some weapons. Slash! Ow. I am liking this weapon. This is good. Woo! What? Oh, it's bouncy. Although it should make a boing kind of sound. Just, you know, to let you know that you're bouncing, and not just, I don't know, being magnetically pulled toward the ceiling or something silly. Ow! That's what I get for reading chat instead of paying attention. Yes, I meant to hit both of them, of course. Haha. My ears are not being assaulted by this music. It's acceptable. Yeah, that... I don't know about that jump. Woohoo! Although, I have a much greater tolerance for varied styles of music and varied quality of music. There are still things that I wouldn't care to listen to on my spare time, but as far as fan games go, I usually have a pretty good tolerance for stuff that's not entirely traditionally melodic, that's a little all over the place, that's a little amateurish. I also have a very eclectic taste in music, so... Actually... No, the invincibility frames don't help. That's fine, we'll go somewhere else. That stage was sheer madness, I tell you! Let's pick. So, we got Mizzle Mad, we went to Mad, Zombie Sand, Art Brain, Sky. Sky Brain, Art Sand, Zombie Missile. That last one's terrifying. Art! Okay. Weehaw! That looks like... Again, I'm playing on a much smaller screen because the options here are full screen where I can't see the chat window, and tiny where I can't see the game window. So I'm choosing chat over game, and I'm choosing talking over dodging and defending myself. Oh, hi. There's stuff on the wall. Totally missed that. Whee! What I like about this, even though it doesn't have the professional feel to it that a lot of other fan games, well, maybe not a lot, but some of the other fan games that I've played have, that there's a lot of creativity in here. These are new kinds of enemies, different attack patterns that I haven't really seen too much of. The whole bouncing on the floor and ceiling bit hasn't been done a whole lot in Mega Man. And creativity tends to go a lot farther than polish with me. So, I am more likely to like and recommend fan games that have something that I haven't seen anywhere else, or that I can't get in a lot of places in the Mega Man series, than things that are absolutely positively perfect and look and feel just exactly like Mega Man, but then I've got issues with the game design, or it's just kind of the same old, same old. Ouch! Good, that works better. And pretty sure I can't get up there yet. Okay. And I completely managed to miss both of them. Go me. Boink. Boink. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what the theme of this level is all about. I see no art connection. Fortunately, the length of these stages is highly appropriate for a Mega Man game. This feels correct. And actually it feels a little short compared with a lot of the other games I've been playing where the level just keeps going. Why does it keep going? I got distracted. Okay, what actually is that? Does it hurt? Does it slow me down? I also like that there are bosses in the boss chamber here. That's a nice little throwback to Mega Man 1. I know a lot of people say, well, don't emulate Mega Man 1 at all. Everything it did was bad, which I definitely don't agree with, because it obviously did enough things well enough that we got a sequel, and then a lot of sequels, that didn't change too terribly much. Okay, so those are just bad. And that doesn't work. Okay, somehow that worked. Waha! Okay, so that boss fight could have used some work, but it wasn't altogether terrible. I'm also more lenient toward things that aren't excessively difficult. I think I'll be a little more forgiving. I'm pronouncing things oddly today. A little more forgiving of things that are easy and not particularly well designed, because at least you don't get hung up on them. Next place! Do we want to go to Zombie Sand, or perhaps Missile Sky, or Brain? Oh, you know what? I bet it would be funny if Brain and Zombie have some sort of mutual weakness going on there. I see Zombie. We're going there next. I played a few fan games of varying qualities. Do I have any essential tips for anyone looking to create a fan game of their own? What engines to use, advice on level designs, bosses, gimmicks, ideas I'd like to see, or anything else I can think of? Off the top of my head, interesting. There's a whole bunch of engines that are already made, unless you are just doing a little tiny side project for your own programming skill development. Use somebody else's engine. There's no need to build anything from scratch anymore. Okay, little Mario Dry Bones action kind of going on there. The ghost of all of these robot monsters. Okay. Get me away from here. Now, let's try this new weapon. Yeah, so use an engine that's already built, because making a game that's playable is half the problem that I think fan game creators have, is they put so much effort into programming all the basics that by the time they get around to level design and graphics and everything, that's not even necessarily their strong suit, or it is their strong suit and the programming has let them down because they've programmed everything from scratch. So yeah, use somebody else's engine if you can. There's a Mega engine out there, there's Blika's engine, there's one or two others I'm sure you can get. Regular checkpoint placement, pay attention to what the official games do, in terms of level length, in terms of learning curve. I mean, learning curve's a little bit harder to see, but the way that they do graphics, like if you're using, okay then, if you're using existing vanilla assets from the official Mega Man games, look at how they're used in the official games. You know, place like tiles together. Try and come up with some idea that hasn't been done to death, like characters getting kidnapped is a plot point that's been done an awful lot. Trying to think of... Right! I knew better than that. Don't be afraid to ask for help when you're making a fan game. One of the things that I think has helped Ojo's A Proto Man Adventure, the game I'm working on, tremendously, has been... Oh, also, when you're placing checkpoints, make sure the player remembers which direction they're supposed to be moving. But reaching out to other people has been tremendously helpful. With enough practice, I could probably do all of the music and all of the programming for Ojo's, but it would be terrible. So I've reached out to other people for assistance with things that I'm not really all that good at, or that I could get good at and really don't want to spend the rest of my life getting good at. It does not need to be a one-person job. Zoop! And playtest your levels. That's another very important thing. Ask other people for their opinions on everything, not just, is my game fun, but very specifically, how does that color combination look here? How many times does it take the player to get through a level? How long does it take the player to clear a level? You know, look at all of the different aspects you possibly can. So, I don't know, there's a lot of things, and I've been writing about it, I've been talking about it on my streams extensively. There's a thread on Sprites Inc. Of lessons from Make a Good Mega Man Level Contest 1 and 2, where we've compiled a lot of different ideas about things that work and don't work, with some of the specific levels that were interesting. Okay, I cannot do anything right now. That looks effective. So that might be helpful, to look at some of the suggestions we have there. I don't have any recommendations for alternatives to Game Maker. That's the one I'm most familiar with. And if you're starting with somebody else's engine and all of their pre-programmed assets, if you're good at reverse engineering things, you can look at what's already been programmed and sort of work backward from there if you need to make any custom stuff of your own. But as far as programming goes, there's a lot of good tutorials out there. Next up, Missile, Sky, Brain, or Sand? Anywhere we want to go. Yes, this is Mega Man 42, for those of you just joining. I see sand. Let's go to sand. Hopefully you don't, fall asleep during the course of this level. I'll try and keep it interesting. This pipe looks suspicious. Interesting. Another thing that's important with level design in general is make sure that you introduce everything well. Don't just throw random hazards. Okay, more of the bouncy. Don't just throw random hazards at your players. Give them a chance to understand what the enemies and obstacles are, how they tick, how much damage they do, what their attack pattern is, before throwing them into really complex situations where you need to understand exactly how they function before you can get through alive. It doesn't always need to be in a completely safe environment, but just where there's enough opportunity to focus on what they're doing and figure out. Okay, so this is sort of like what Spark Shock should be in my book, where it makes the enemies intangible, and you can pass right through them. Okay. Not sure what this is all about. I like that there's knockback, like real knockback, aside from just the normal, oh, I got hit, I got pushed back. Enemies like that are very difficult to hit with your regular busters should not have that much health. At least not until the fortress stages, when you've got other stuff you can definitely take them out with. Whee! I will say that the music in this stage isn't doing anything for me. I don't understand... Well, that worked. I'll also try to avoid obscuring your player's view with the health bar if you can help it, unless it's deliberately hiding a secret or something. Whee! This is still better than Cal Edit in my mind, because there's at least some sort of discernible melody to it. This is a really good special weapon. I'm digging this one. There we go. Not every star system has to have round moons in it. That's really entertaining. Alright, how many lives I got? Oh, no lives! I have no life. But we knew that already. Maybe I'll let one of these live just to see what it does. Okay! That was a mistake. But I'm glad I tried it now. Alright, I slightly retract what I said about having enemies in the corridor there. As long as they're different enough to still make it a little bit of a challenge. Hi! Wake up! Wake up! No, not winning this battle. Oh well. Stage select, let's go somewhere else. We got Missile Sky and Brain that we haven't gone to. F. I don't see a boss named F, thanks, Speed. Somewhere else. Missile Sky Brain! Brain Sky Missile. I saw Sky. Okay. Skyrim, Skyman! Cute. So sort of a riff on Bomb Man or Crash Man stage from the look of it. Okay, good. And that's a fan that actually looks like a fan. I think also, if you're programming a fan game from scratch, recognize your limitations. Well, and in general with fan games, don't go overboard. You know, start small. Something reasonable. Don't have, you know, 8 stages, 2 fortresses, multiple playable characters, achievements, bonus game modes. Like, if that's your first time making a game, start small. Couple bosses, just, you know, get your feet wet. Doesn't need to be anything too amazing and groundbreaking, just something new and different and fun, and recognize the limitations of your programming. If there's stuff that you really want to have in your game that does not work well, cut it. I thought I could climb past all of them. Because it is better to have a game that works and is not as creative as you'd like to have it, than a game that is unplayable because the creative stuff that you want to throw in there does not function at all the way it's supposed to. Ow! We'll stay away from you. Whoop. Yeah, I'll fill up on that. But yeah, so like I'm seeing, what got me onto the programming thing is this game seems to focus on motion physics, like bouncing and fans. Those are really the only gimmicks that I've seen so far, unless I've completely forgotten one already. And that's okay, because that feels relatively easy to program compared with some other things that have complex attack patterns and completely change the game physics so that they're unrecognizable. Ouch. Ladder could stand to be a little longer, just so it stands out more. So, cohesive theming here, we are indeed in the sky. Ha ha, you're a fan of the stage. I got hit in the face again. Wah. Nice. Oh no! I recognize that that's a part of the background. It looked like a proper platform. Oh well. Oh, that's another danger of, or another issue that I've seen a lot in fan games, is not making the foreground and background very well distinguishable from one another, or having graphics that are overly detailed, too much going on. that the focus should always be on the action, and if things happen to look pretty on top of that, so much the better for it. If you're looking at checkpoint placement, I've found that every 6 to 12 screens for checkpoint is acceptable and appropriate. More frequently, if you've got a lot of puzzles, cool, that take forever to finish, or really tedious or very precise sections that is not a platform. Sneaky, sneaky. And farther apart if your game is generally easier or faster to get through, or your stage, rather. Well, at least I knew you were coming that time. Because for me, that's one of the easiest ways to destroy any fun of your fan game, is have the player redo incredibly long sections over and over. Because parts that were originally fun can stop being fun if you need to continually replay them. You know, I was just getting impatient. This is actually worse than the Elecman corridor. You know what? I'm just gonna let myself get blown up here, because I'm gonna need to go through this all over again the first time I get hit on the boss, and I have a life to spare. Alright. Splash, save me now. Just be a little more patient. Oh, for anyone who's wondering, I did finally get around to playing Mighty Number 9. I made the mistake of picking it up for Wii U. And maybe I'll do some sort of... do some sort of write-up of it someday. And I may mention it in small bursts. Nah, I should not have dashed there. But, actually, saying not a fan means that I kind of liked it. It made me incredibly angry for a variety of reasons. One of which being that there were incredible load times between game overs, or between deaths. So it took a long time to get back into the game. Pick somewhere else for me to go! We have Brain and Missile left. Oh, goodbye! Brain, you say. The other thing that ticked me off about it is the entire game is built around speedrunning. You're supposed to do things quickly, dash through enemies, wear them down really quickly, boost your meter, and then have things on a timer, you know, your power-up abilities on a timer. But it's just as good, at least on a first playthrough, when you're still learning how to do everything, to just play the game like you would any other Mega Man game. Take your time, be careful, aim precisely. And then you get to the boss, and some of the bosses, as far as I can tell, the only way is to beat them as quickly as possible so you can take full advantage of the power-ups that you have. These platforms are a little too faint and blending in with the background to be acceptable. These are very difficult to see. So just the entire feel of the gameplay, on top of the issue of constantly needing to wait just to get a second chance, on top of the really, really grating voice acting that just did not work at all for me. Not just did not work, it was outright obnoxious and made me very strongly dislike everything. I think we already did this exact same challenge, aside from that part. That almost worked! So, yeah, on multiple levels, I very, very strongly disliked Mighty Number 9. And I had no expectations for it either. I didn't back it on Kickstarter. I'm telling you, I can't speak today. I had no real faith in it whatsoever, you know, despite the pedigree. And it wasn't even disappointing. Like, I could tolerate a game that is tedious or not as fun as I was hoping it would be, but now that one just made me angry. Boo! Oh well. Aw, thank you, Viddy. Let's see. I forget. We're going down, right? So I don't know exactly how that's really a zombie weapon. I get that it kind of confuses and bamboozles the enemy. Okay, we'll give this one another try. There we go. Lark. Although in general, I am liking the special weapons in here. Still haven't found any great uses for Kaglob. I have no clue what the Wily stages are going to be like. I guess we will find out when Magmal 2 gets to them. Oh, also, if you are making a fan game, make sure that any challenges that you throw in are meaningful. Like, if your entire stage is just the same kind of general platforming challenge over and over again, your stage probably doesn't need to be that long. Like, every time you have another challenge, make sure it's doing something new with the assets that you have. Which this stage is not really succeeding at right now. Alright, let's see what's next. Oh, yeah, I had some issues with X8 too. It fixed a lot of the polish issues with X7, but it still had all of the same game design flaws as X7. So it was just prettier and more playable, so it lured us into thinking that the game was significantly better than X7. It's not as... I guess that's not really... Even though it's nice to be able to get that attack angle. It's kind of entertaining. And I always like it when the boss stages have unusual architecture, or when the boss fights have unusual architecture. Whee! Because there's only so many boss fights and attack patterns that you can do in a boring rectangular or square room. So, adding some architectural interestingnesses to it switches up what you can do. Probably his stage is filled with paper airplanes because he's, you know, the intellectual brain, so smart that he can teach a class and all the students aren't paying attention and they're throwing paper airplanes around. That's what I'm thinking. What am I looking at here? Okay, cool. Alright, fall down. Whoa! That was... that just launched me across the screen. What was that? Maybe I found the way the dash function was supposed to be used. Nope! Yeah, I knew as soon as I jumped that was not going to end well. Yes, the Mega Man 3 DOS bosses did not have the greatest variety. Do not have the greatest variety of attack patterns. Huh. Jumping works better when you press the jump button. I'm gonna do that one over again. It does kind of sound like a Star Wars bootleg, doesn't it? Alright, let's try my laser. What? Yes, please. Oh, I very thoroughly approve. Yes, that makes me incredibly happy. This is actually pretty fun. You know, I shouldn't sound surprised. Maybe it's just because so many people in chat have said, like, well, at least it's better than Mega Man 42 on occasion. You know, that kind of thing. But, no, this is fun. I'm liking this. Again, not traditional graphics. or sound quality, and there are definitely some improvements that could be made, but, you know, overall, I like it enough to throw myself into every pit so that I can stay in this level forever as I fall indefinitely. The difference between Mega Man and Roll in this... Oh, you know what? That is one thing that I could demonstrate. I could go back to the title screen here and play as Mega Man for a stage just to show the difference, but it's the dash is the difference, I believe. And we're out again. Meow. Well, we'll find out shortly, after this is done. I'll play as Mega Man for a little bit. Because it is a sampler, I do want... Really? Okay. I will pause and take my sweet time getting through there, because apparently running and jumping is not something Roll is very well equipped to do. Fortunately, the checkpoint's not that far back, but it does feel like by that point in the level... Boo! No! Sadness! That is terribly sad. Alright, I'll hurry this up and switch to Mega Man. Password! Press A key! Okay, and I think I need to actually close out the game and then turn it back on. So you get to see that bit of splash screen again. Ba-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da. Okay. And we'll play as Mega Man now. Game strat. And then we'll go back to that stage and try it again. That was Missile Man, right? Missile Man! Yeah. Did not strike me as any kind of particularly missile-y type stage. Oh hey! It's just Mega Man. I.e. no slide, no dash, no nothing. No reason to play. Okay. So that's Mega Man 42. We will now move on to the next game, which I believe was requested before. Let us see. Mega Man is allowed to be shown. He just didn't seem to have anything interesting going on there. Welcome to Dr. Wily Wanders Off. Dr. Wily escaped from prison yet again and has threatened to not read quickly enough. Oh, hang on a second. I think... Why is livestream in progress blocking the game window? There shouldn't be any of that. Let me switch this, my Joy 2 key stuff. Oh, is that what that was all about? Why are we not allowed to see Mega Man? Because I still had the wrong title card up there? I'm sorry. It was just Mega Man from Mega Man 1. It was not particularly interesting. So, Dr. Wily Wanders Off. Yes, as always, I'm the only one who can stop him. And what does F1 for gameplay say? One of these good old... I mean, at least the controls are listed in here. Maybe you can kind of read some of this. So, anywho. Feel the MIDI. Let's pick a stage! We got Gust Man, Crashed Man, Spike Man, Lawnmower Man, presumably Lawnmower Man, Powerball Man, gonna play the lottery, Blast Man, Shield Man, and Anvil Man. Pick your poison. Spike? Sounds good to me. Just taking a sip of water here before we go into the water. Sturdy fish. Okay, I can't charge, and I do not seem to be able to slide. I recognized this pause screen before. Pretty sure we've seen, at the very least, this game engine, if not this game designer's work before. Okay. Back in. But, so here's a good example of how to do some challenge design right. So, you start off Maybe not so much as the stage progresses, but at the very least at the beginning. So you start off being able to see the enemies that are moving back and forth before you're put into a threatening position with them. So you can get a sense of what their attack pattern is, and even land a few shots so you can see how sturdy they are before you really have to deal with them. As I believe I just mentioned, you cannot slide or charge unless there's a button I'm missing. I did throw the F1 help in front of all y'all that you could have read. Which I did read, but I was so focused when I fired up the game to test it out before playing this. That's an interesting alternate use of those guys. But I did fire up all of these games and map the controls and find out some of the basics before jumping in here, but this particular batch of games has such a bizarre array of basic controls. You shouldn't have enemies be able to walk through spikes like that. It gives you false expectations how you can move through them. Actually, I probably would have been better off getting hit and then walking. My aim is a little off. But yeah, so I did look at the instructions for these games and get a sense of what the actual controls were before jumping in, but every single one of these has really weird, odd controls, like S for start. You know, another point for fan game making. Your default controls should always have like spacebar or enter confirm, because those are usually the ones I feel like that people go for first when they want to say, oh yeah, let me set up the options, what button works? And if your button is like Q or something to activate things, or like the number 2, nobody's ever going to find that without mashing every button on the keyboard. Make it something obvious. Dark Legacy, that's right. This was made by the same person who did Dark Legacy. Get equipped with Spike Ball! Well, where to now? We have Spike the Punch. We can go mow the lawn. We can play the lottery. We can have a blast. We can shield. We can drop anvils on things, because that's really, if you watch Saturday morning cartoons from the days of yore, that's really the only use anyone ever has for an anvil. Like, what does it actually do? I know what it does. Lawnmower, I see. I'm going to take a drink of water and hope this telly doesn't get me in the meantime. Haba! Okay. Water consumed. What? Oh, great. Play with my color blindness, why don't you? Right, can't slide in this game. Okay, seriously. Okay, I think I see where those are popping up. I like that. That's it's an interesting type of enemy that I don't think we've seen. I like how everything shoots bullets now. But I've seen the enemy shoots at you before gimmick. Like when they're destroyed, they send off projectiles. But, right, watch the grass. But I'm not accustomed to seeing ones... I can't even tell anymore. I need to wait and be patient so you can get into my shooting range, my firing range, and I've lost my train of thought. Huzzah. Oh yeah, enemies that launch, like, the tomahawk at you. Pretty cool. So, how could you have introduced those grass spikes better? Make it so that Mega Man is walking over top above them. You are a little too sturdy and too hard to dodge for a first thing in the stage kind of enemy, especially in tight spaces like this, especially with no sliding and no special weapons. That's another one of those maybe okay once you get into the Wily stages kind of enemies. But yeah, to be able to walk over and see them pop out, I think if the spikes were taller, once they did pop out, that would stand out more so you really knew what was hitting you. and maybe having a little something on the ground underneath them, in addition to their just discoloration in the grass, to help them stand out a little more. Right! You know, I'm not even going to bother, because I think it's actually going to get me hurt more to try and destroy everything in this stage. The Mega Man DOS tactics, right? Don't bother destroying anything, just damage boost past everything. Yeah, this stage I am not liking so much. It's not atrocious, but there's just so many things about it that are not at all player-friendly and are harder than they should be, and just hard for the wrong reasons. Not entirely a fair challenge. This outdoor section is better, though. This is more the kind of challenge that I expect from Mega Man. Okay, watch for more spike. Yeah, I knew there was going to be something around here, I just couldn't tell where that might be. I think it would also help if they shot out after you moved past them, instead of only when you get hurt by them, so that you don't accidentally backtrack onto one of them. Well, at least this stage is over now. This is interesting, though, that it fades instead of takes you through a door. I think the key is to stay close and just jump at the right time. So, I'm just starting to get it down. Could have had that one. So, pick another place. Interesting, you can kind of see where these, the core models for these, like, that was very clearly Flame Man is the base for that boss. Where are we going? What is that noise? Oh, I see, that he's making while firing. I see Blast Man. Hang on, gotta drink more. Let's walk and drink at the same time. Somehow I got my hand free soon enough. Okay, that takes entirely too long to destroy. But we'll see if it's used in creative ways where you're standing around on the screen long enough for that to make a difference. And I have to wonder, you know, having cut a couple corners in the making of Ojo's, right, that looks like background, that's bad. Okay, so here's a situation where the thing's taking their sweet oh! It causes a chain reaction, okay. That's something that would have been a little better to not have the big eye chasing after me, because it's very difficult to slow down and destroy those a lot of the time, to be able to figure out what the deal is with those kinds of, too many enemies right now, with those boxes. But yeah, having cut a couple corners with Ojo's, at least in the beginning, I've gone back and fixed a number of things that I... Ow! Did not realize those were explosive too, but I sort of took a shortcut around. Wondering if, when we see spaces like this where the enemies don't follow their normal attack pattern, I have to wonder, is that intentional? Or is that just because the programmer couldn't program the enemies to function the way that they did in the game, and they just sort of worked around it because they wanted to still use that type of enemy? Yeah, it is way too easy to just get smacked around here. Because this is one of those kinds of levels where either you completely know what you're doing, or you just get smacked around. Chain reaction would also be good, not overhit the first time. That is true. I also wish these explosions cleared a little sooner, because they linger in the air just a bit too long. Oops! Oh hey, I got a 1-up somehow, amazing. And the stage is now over. Okay. Ooh, I like it. Sliding would be a great, great asset here. And you know, how have I not used this weapon yet at all? Oh, because it doesn't work. Silly me. Yeah, sliding would be really nice. Okay, I might be talking to myself for a little bit to try and keep the time. Whoops. 1, 2, still didn't get it. Oh yeah, you're moonwalking to celebrate your victory. I'll give you that. Yeah, the window is just a little too small to get through there without being able to slide. Yeah, I changed my mind, and that was not a good idea. Face the resurrection! Woohoo! That somehow worked. Get enlarged with strike something. I have no idea what that said. Where are we going? Shield, anvil, gust, crashed, lawnmower, or powerball? I see a lot of powerball. Wait, you teleported in just a little bit above the ground. Well done. Oh, you know what? I'm going to turn up the music a little bit. Let me know if this is too much. Because I realized that the last game was extraordinarily loud. And this one's actually reasonable. So let's try... Not useful. That seems to do nothing. Okay, well, so much for the special weapons. Boing. Okay. Boink. That's not the icon that I would have chosen. I would have chosen something that isn't just basically text directions telling me what the gimmick does. I prefer an actual platform that bounces me, or an enemy that bounces me, or something. Alright, against my better judgment. Okay, you are officially useless, unless you are just there to... Maybe it blows open certain types of walls. So that's about the only thing I can think of as a possibility. Ah! Reading chat instead of reading enemies' attack patterns. What I get for trying to be more social. Yeah. Right, let's not fall down into those. That would be... Ah! That could have been much worse. Everything's fine here. We're all fine. Run! Why am I facing backwards? Stop facing backwards! Ow. Okay. Well... see, on the off chance that one of these weapons does something about... it does anything to one of the bosses. Oh hey! Check it out! I dodged him too! Yay! Whee! Get equipped with Powerball! Where to now? Shield Anvil, Gust Crashed, Lamour. Lamau. Ring-a-ding-ding. Where do we want to go? Spikes Anvil! Away to the land of the anvils. What are you? Alright, again, against my better judgment. Okay, that does bounce, it just always goes up. Oh, is this one? Oh, that's right, this is the one where I have, the ability to fast switch through all of the weapons, including ones that I don't have yet. Which begs the question, can I fill up on weapons that I don't have, a la Mega Man 3, if I have them selected and then go for a power-up? We will need to investigate. Alright, so this is acceptable enough so far. Not terribly interesting, but not outrageous. No, okay, good. Does not let me. So much going on! Why is there so much going on? And it would be amazing if the weapons actually did something. Whoa! Color me surprised. What? Something else did something? It's amazing. Okay, so maybe the last level was just not the best example of anything. I feel like Spike, especially because it doesn't have any special attack pattern, that it just shoots forward, should absolutely do... Ah, I was trying to dodge and I dodged into it. But I feel like any weapon... The less interesting a weapon's attack pattern is, the more damage it should do, or rather the less versatile, the more powerful it should do. Which Fangame are you thinking of? Was that PK Ouija asking me when I would add their Fangame? Oh, now it decides to drop me off, okay. Which Fangame are we talking about? That is not on my list. What color is surprised? Puce is usually a surprising color. What? Okay. Well, at least you're just regular enemies. Hang on. It worked. Disillusion. Okay. Remind me about that at the end. And send me a link to where the... pick a stage, folks. Send me a link to where it is, where I can find the download page or the progress page. Shield. Sounds good. I'm still facing the wrong way. Is this how I'm supposed to progress the stage? This is me drinking and holding the controller with one hand. Ow. I was doing significantly better with one hand than two. Okay, that's good. Good. I don't know why Wily is one of the, I don't know why that's going for your shields. There's a lot of things that I don't know. But I am mostly surprised. Okay, that is what I thought. It appears above your head. Like I said, you watch cartoons, and what do you do with anvils? You drop them on people. I am not an anvil. Don't drop me down pits. Yeah, unusual to use this without any real alteration. That actually worked for something, okay. You've redeemed yourself a little bit, Spike Shot. But yes, surprising to see this as a regular stage. I always have to wonder about how people pick the music for their Fangame stages, especially the one, I don't know why, this might just be coincidence, but I feel like the ones that use MIDI are notorious for having just random song combinations, things that don't make any sense to be paired up with the graphics or the boss in question. Why are you so invincible? Something about quadratic attack if I play it again. I think if I play it again, I want to make sure it's the complete game. Because I try not to play games that are in development multiple times in a row on stream, at least. Keep waiting for these blocks to fall out from under me. A whole lot of Sniper Joes doing the same thing they always do. Nope. Now that's silly. Why is that there? That makes no sense. Oink. Yay, we're at the end. Whose stage was this again? I've completely forgotten already. And why am I always at 0 lives? Look it. That worked. Yeah, I was getting a little overambitious and trying to take him out. That's okay. Gust Man, Crash Man, Lawnmower Man, somewhere. Something. Where do we want to go? Guts! Or Gust, if you prefer. I'm concerned because that looks like from the cloud from Cal Edit that would not leave me alone. It's also odd that the menu screen constantly takes your special weapon choice. Oh, right, you. Back to the first one. Back to your Buster. So that is not a good place to show you the distinction between that being foreground or background. I'm also not a big fan of reusing the same gimmick in 2 different stages. Enemies, okay, a little bit of overlap is fine. Really? A little bit of overlap is fine if they're really generic kind of enemies, if they're not specifically themed to your level, but yeah, gimmicks should really be unique to each stage. Press jump! Good tip! Thanks! I'll try that next time. I've been having a lot of trouble with that recently, just walking off of the edges. I think I'm overestimating how far my character is able to get to the edge of a ledge before it stops being treated as solid. Keep moving. Meow. Like, I don't see how Blizzard Man fits this. I guess with using different stage themes, it makes more sense to me if the stage in question, you know, if you're just throwing stages around willy-nilly, if one doesn't have a particular theme, like the Fortress stages in particular, can just be sort of all-purpose level music. Okay. Huh, okay. Now what? I was kind of expecting quick lasers. I don't know why. Just kind of had that look. It would be terrifying. Ooh! I like the clouds scrolling by. I hope something good is done with them. I also do kind of like the idea of an enemy that is better to not destroy because it's slightly safer. Yes, good. We're starting to make good use of this, I approve. That's not terrific enemy placement. I don't know how avoidable that really is. But sort of like the parachute... Oh, mean. Sort of like the parachute enemies in Mega Man 9, where it becomes more of a problem most of the time if you choose to destroy them. Okay, hey, I actually have some lives to use. We... Oink! Ow! Ooh! Get equipped with Gust Cannon! So we have Crashed and Lawnmower that we haven't gotten to yet. Any preferences? Crash, you say. Very well. That's cute. See, so there was a level in Magmal 2 that had the point-on cursor enemy stalking you throughout the stage. And something like that, like dragging and dropping stuff onto you, would have been a great use. I really approve. Ow. Yeah, really having difficulty jumping off the edge of ledges lately. That could be the controller. And it could be me playing on a tinier screen than usual, so I can't see the exact pixel that I'm aiming for here. The only weapon that works! Oh! Run, run, run! Oh, okay, good. They don't disappear. They just, disappear. May I say how incredibly useful it is to have a weapon that appears above your head? I mean, yes, we have things like Metal Blade that let you shoot directly upward, but to have something appear a set distance above you and then drop down, that's really unique. I can't think of any other weapon like that in the Mega Man series. And it's also very useful. I have fewer... Oh, okay. I have fewer problems with the fleas jumping out of pits. This is tricky. I'm actually okay with this. Now, when they start having spikes appear and disappear, then that'll be something. No, I'm digging this. This is a neat gimmick. This is one that we've seen sort of in... Mega Man 7 especially comes to mind. But I like it. Oh, Crashed Man, like glitches and windows and computers. That makes sense. Okay, you were surprisingly vulnerable. Oh, it actually says Windows in the background. Lovely. Get equipped with System Crash! Fun. Oh wait, we've been here already. We've been here already. Folks, do we want to keep going and try and clean up these last two bosses, try and beat the game? Or do we want to switch gears now that we've technically sampled all the levels and move on to the next game? I have 2 more games after this to sample. So I will leave it up to you. Keep going, you say? Alright, I will keep going on this stage. Check, please. You want to go. We have keep going. Well, that didn't work as well as I hoped. That's also not as good as I hoped it would be. Okay, well, that at least froze you and stopped you from shooting. That's a plus. Keep going, keep going. Okay, I will continue playing, unless keep going is keep going to the next game that you were going to play as quickly as possible. I can't take this anymore. It's fun. I don't often get to play games in their entirety on stream. Yeah, just get through here. And at least, and another thing that I think is important about making a fan game is making sure that you're good. That works. making sure that you're giving one-ups and power-ups of various sorts to the players every so often. Throw them a bone. Oh man, I like that idea for the system crash. That would be a lot of fun. Boink. Alright, I'm just gonna use... Alright, I'm getting slightly better, maybe, possibly, at this. Right. Sticky keys, man. I was disabled sticky keys, man. You'd be the first one to go down. Ha! Alright. Lawnmower, so maybe the wind is too heavy for... That was weird. I pressed the start button to bring up my menu, and a little window off the screen that's being captured here popped up that said, game pause, press to resume, or something along those lines. It was unusual. Hey! I got one! Lawnmower blade! Good, maybe that'll take down a shield. Wow. Right. I am sad that it doesn't... The weapon doesn't seem to have any gameplay-altering impact on the enemies that I'm using it on. Right. Just keep going. Into the pit. Alright. I was trying the don't even bother strategy, which seemed to be working okay. Until I fell down a pit. So I'll be a little more patient. Drop a few more anvils. I think my gameplay skill just woke up. I forget, do I have anything that... Oh, I haven't tried Mower Blade yet. Okay, so we have one that goes straight up and one that goes straight down. Interesting. You are too sturdy. Boing. I also like that these Mets aren't governed by distance from the player. That they will just continue to shoot, because that makes it a lot easier to take them out. Boing. Alright, we got this. We got this. Don't drop the anvil on the thing that doesn't benefit from it. Oh, the spike takes out the shots along the way. Oh, that's even better against Sniper Joes. I strongly approve. Yeehaw. Okay, now... Well, that was my first time getting hit in a while, so okay, I'll take it. Well, that wasn't so hard. Alright. Equipped with Shield of Shields. In the gloom of night and rain, you can see Dr. Wily's partly completed fortress. Lights gleam through the half-finished superstructure. Now is the time to strike before he's prepared. Oh boy. Whoa. I'm getting serious left ear of my headphones action. Chrono Trigger? Okay, I'll run with it. I don't think I've ever heard 8-bit Chrono Trigger music, which is really exciting. Or, well, it's MIDI, but I don't think I've heard that, and that is exciting to hear. What am I doing? Right, you explode. This works surprisingly well for a Wily stage. Right, you're still exploding. Okay, while I'm getting hit, it brings up the game pause, press to continue message, and does not let me go directly into the weapon switching screen. Oh, what might work against you? Slowly lure you away, wait for the explosion to go away. Wait, okay. Blah. Well, that was interesting. My forward momentum completely stopped. Oink! Oink! So this is pretty cool. I'm okay with this stage. And this, I think, definitely shows some improvement over, you know, if this is the same designer as a couple of the other games that we've seen here. You can definitely tell there's been some improvement. Ah. Yeah, I like that you at least just get hurt. It doesn't just knock you into the pit. Fun. Ow. Nah, Anvil's probably not gonna do it. Gust might. Hang on a second. I need to do something important. Maybe I don't. I don't know what happened. Never mind. Okay, that's not working. That's not doing enough. That I can't do anything with. Oh, but it's still going. I wonder if that's intentional. I think maybe that did some, but I feel like the weapons that have worked on the bosses have been very, very effective. That seems to work just fine. I am so tempted to jump over the hole, but I don't want to redo this boss fight. You've entered Wily's fortress and are now passing through the unfinished halls and tunnels. You're getting closer, but there are still many dangers in your path. I kind of like this story that's being layered on here, even though there's no bar showing me the path. Oh, that's not an enemy. That's just decoration. Okay, I do like this music, but... And yes, it is technically accurate to the Mega Man games to have the same music for 2 Wily stages in a row, but... switching it up a little bit would be good. And I don't think it has as much of an impact now in this stage, which doesn't have that dramatic flair of entering Wily's fortress. We're now in. It's less dramatic now. Huh. Arc! Bubbity boop. That fade out still gets me. Zoop. Okay, so this is sort of a rehash of whatever that other water stage was. I don't know, it's always bad when I don't remember whose stage had what in it, and in fact don't even remember who the bosses are, so there is something to be said for deliberate, coherent theming. Ow. What game is this? We are playing Dr. Wily Wanders Off. Well, what am I doing? Oh, interesting. It did not choose to refill my energy since the last level. I'm okay with that. I think it makes the fortress stages more realistic. Not that realism is really anything we look for in a Mega Man game, but Mega Man would not be restocking at Dr. Light's lab between stages, so it makes sense. Okay. And I like that this is sort of becoming a recurring theme, where you have that little boost just before the boss. Oh, interesting. No, tried that already. There may be a better weapon out there, but I think this one works okay. Yeah, not bad. I like that one. Deep within Wily's fortress, a tower looms above you. ... You will have to climb its dangerous heights and face the enemies within before you can reach your goal. Also, A+ for spelling its without the apostrophe, because that's appropriate in this case. Grammar is typically not a strong suit of any fan game with plot. Spelling anything along those lines. I am falling through the ladder even as I am standing on the top of it. Interesting. I can't jump up there. Do I have a weapon that makes me jump higher? Wait, I actually got up there. Okay, weird. Jumping from farther away actually got me the height that I needed, not right next to it. Nope! I guess you can dish it out and take it. Back to weapons that work. I can't tell what's what now. It's got too broad of an angle. What? What? Not sure how I pulled that one off. Okay. No, I could have refilled something. Boing. Ow. Hello there! Nice of you to come out and play, Spikes. Alright, I still haven't found a good weapon to use against these ones. And this does not seem to be particularly good either, but it does the trick. I'm getting really panicky about bouncing up here, because there's a lot of blind jumps, which I do not approve of so much. Whew, okay. Oh, I did not hit high enough. Didn't get hurt. Oh! Well, I did, but not with the shot I was expecting. Right. That does nothing. Whoop! Where's my lawnmower? Oh, I'm just now hearing that sound effect you keep talking about. That's delightful. There you are. Okay, good. Weehaw. Bing. Okay, so I'm gonna start asking you this now, chat. I did have 2 games planned after this, one of which is super short, unless I'm playing it wrong. Assuming this has like 2 or 3 more stages, and we get through them at the same pace we've been getting through the stages, do we want to try to tack on an extra, like, normal full-length game that I could potentially be at for another half hour, 45 minutes, hour? And then the tiny one that's at the end? Or when we're done with this, do we want to just skip to the tiny game and then call it a day? How much more streaming do you want to do today? I'm good for whatever. I'm just gonna get hit. Save the weapon energy for some place where I'll need it. Do all the streaming. I mean, I've got plenty of games. I'm not going to be running out anytime soon. But I also know that shorter streams have been nice from time to time, give people a chance to, you know, go out and do anything else with their life. And also, they're easier to watch when you go back on YouTube. Hopefully the down is correct. Okay. That's only 2 shots, that's good. Okay, so I'm going to take a second and just get caught up on chat opinions here. Stick around. Cleared my calendar just for me, awesome. More streaming, all is streaming. Okay, I'm seeing more people saying continue streaming, but if you change your mind, just let me know. I mean, this has been pretty fun. I've been enjoying this. This is one that I would have kept going with off-stream if we hadn't elected to keep going. Anvil! Not Vil. Advil. 4 more hours, I don't know. Oh boy, we have to do these again. Right. Okay, that works even better. I'm at the point in my Mega Man career where I'm kind of okay with not... I forget what your weakness was. Where I'm kind of okay with not having boss rematches anymore, because I have fought so many Mega Man bosses so many times over. I think I had your weakness. I mean, that would make sense, because it's kind of like Airman's weapon. Oh, and in the title bar of the game, it is giving me a different name for each room that I'm in. Like this says Spike Man. I love that sound effect. Now I understand why my chat was meowing at me earlier. What worked here? Yay! Good. Capsule rematch, ... is what it says up top. That was the safer option. And you were probably this. Super easy. Holy cow! There's thunder out there. I might... Shield does nothing. What have we not... What have we not used? So, I might be cutting this stream a little short anyhow, because I don't want the recording to suddenly just keel over in the midst of everything. Actually, this is pretty easy without special weapons, so... Yeah, we'll see if we can beat this. If I suddenly disappear, it's because I've lost power. Hopefully my recording will be saved, but you never know. So we will actually just go for the short one after this. I wish I had ever gotten a chance to use that weapon right. Alright, well that's an interesting Wily machine. Sort of hacked together from parts of different things. Yeah, Skyman's found me. Anyone happen to know what his weakness is? I obviously haven't found it yet. Gotta do this patiently. Ah! Was not expecting that. Okay. No, actually, it might just be this one, the way things are sounding out there right now. I might not try to push my luck. This is an okay Wily fight. You know, just get into a rhythm with it. Well, Twitch will archive the stream, but I prefer to have the one that I record locally to my hard drive to upload, because that doesn't suddenly weirdly break itself. I don't know why I suddenly, like, hop when he teleports. That's really, really irritating. So, that means that Anvil is not an option. Except if he does that. That's highly irritating. I like the general concept of that, but in practice it's not actually very fun to be randomly teleported all over the place. Maybe if the teleportation animation were a little cleaner. Useless! Alright. I think this was at least an option for when he's over top. Okay. It's gonna be a slow battle, I guess. You got this, come on. That's still not reaching high enough. Yeah, so interesting boss, and it's at least a fair fight. Ow! You can stop doing that anytime now. Yeah, not quite. Yeah, I don't think any of these were doing anything. Wily's Last Stand, it says in the title bar. But yeah, anyone who's played this game or can possibly look up the details of what bosses are weak to what, if anybody could look up what this guy's weakness is, that would be appreciated. Because I'm really tired of just scoring like 2 shots. Fun. Yeah, I think I'm almost certainly gonna cut the stream short. Right. There should always be one weapon that kind of works. I guess that kind of works. This is just a waste. Throw myself into the abyss. Try this one more time. Alright, so Anvil was the only thing that did any kind of special weapon damage. Let's see if I can get this. Come on. Sorry. Looking over to look at chat. I got this, come on. One more! Yes! Take that, Wily! I'm more than just a robot. I'm a bouncy ball thrower. Dr. Wily is defeated in his plan to conquer the world with a horde of poorly planned, but somehow still dangerous robots, lies, and ruins. Wily will be spending a long time in prison without any beer, without any beer. Mega Man is a property of Capcom, game created by M. Hanum. Special thanks to family and friends who supported the creation of this game. Thanks for playing! Cool! That was pretty fun, I like that. And the title bar says, you win! Alright, I'm going to take a chance and fire up the last game that we will be playing. And it is called The Mega Man, at least according to the game's downloadable executable file. The game itself just says Mega Man. So we'll see what happens if this game decides to load. Here we go! Oh, and the game window resizes like 3 times, so we're just going to deal with seeing a little slice of my background. In the peaks of the city, a man was being created by a man called Mega Man. He was used for war when he needed an event, would soon make the man named Dr. Wily, a fellow college of Dr. Light, wanted Mega Man for himself. Light you. For himself, for his desire, he started to attack the city. He knew about Mega Man and he wanted him to help him take over the world, ... The title bar for this window says health 100. This says ammo 90. Okay. So we have Battle Network music? Battle Network is cool. I like this rendition. Let's press start. What button is start? That doesn't help me. What key on the keyboard? Oh no! Look out! Run away! Slow move. Wait, I don't know if you can see the text box over here. It says Stage 1 Target Anchor. My window has moved and resized yet again. How to play move with the arrows, jump in with Z, and shoot with X, also slide with space. Good luck. Yes, good luck interpreting punctuation. Just a little bit, please. Okay. So, oh boy. So, I can slide. Sliding is awesome. I can only slide to the right. Oh, I'm sorry. I have other buttons. Yeah, so spacebar is slide. Oh, I have a jump button. Okay, there's shoot. Yes. This is the pinnacle of gaming. Oh, I'm running out of ammo here. That's what's going on. I seem to have infinite health, but I have limited ammo. How unusual. And it doesn't look like the getting shot takes down my ammo at all. We. Where's the rest of the stage? Yes, I kicked them to death. Can I go back? I don't. Yes, I can go back. The game doesn't like that, though. Where's my Maybe if I wait long enough, the platform will come here to save me. Or it'll get me a game over in this other little window that's off to the side. And it's reiterating how to play the game here. You can't really see this, it's in the middle of my screen. So, well, this was fun. This has been The Mega Man. I'm pretty sure that's all the game there is. Wait, there's more game! I'm making it through! It's amazing! I don't think I'm making it through anymore. Wait, there's more! Oh, I'm totally using that Joe and Ojo's. Yes! Give me more game, I demand it. You know, if I don't... Oh, negative 29 ammo? And I have an invisible health bar. Okay, I'll give this one more try, since evidently it is possible to somehow make it from one screen to the next. Yes, maybe just like this. I can make it. I'm a survivor. Maybe I can't. This is making my day, by the way. Here, let's try and be healthy and not get hit by everything. Oh gosh. I don't know, if Mega Man 1 were really like this, I don't think anyone would play any other game. What? Craziness! I approve. I want to go this way. I want to go through the wall. Bring me that way. I may be stuck. This is where Mega Man may spend the rest of his life. Okay. Beautiful. So this has been the Mega Man. Wait a second. Can I get out? Yes, I can! False starts what? Ooh, it's extra health. Anchor! You think you can destroy me? I follow Dr. Wily's arteries, and they are to rip you in shreds. Mega Man, why are you doing this? You can't read the text is scrolled off screen, and I can't move it into the window. Actually, maybe I can. No, I can't. Not right now. Anchor says, Dr. Wily is my master enough. Of this, you're going down. You're going down, possessive. That sounds really bad. You know, why am I dodging when I don't seem to have a health bar? Mega Man says, I wished I didn't have to do that, but you made me now. I must find out who Dr. Wily is and his plan. Oh, duck! Stage 2, Target Punk! I guess I need those at the very start of a level for some reason. We're just gonna... Was that a Mega Man X charge sound effect? What? Where is my ladder? Game over! No! Okay, good. We're continuing here. Fortunately, I have so much ridiculous invisible health that I can probably make it through most stages just fine. Unless I get stuck in walls again. And suddenly one very loud sound effect. I can't even hear what the music is. I'm going to turn this up a little. So, that thing I was saying about using someone else's engine to make sure that the programming is solid before you go making a fan game. I went right too hard. And of course that ladder isn't programmed to be climbable because you don't need to use it. It's not strictly necessary. That's right, if I ever start to fall over, I should just hit slide. And then I'll be, like, in the air. I like you better this way. Okay! Punk! Not bad, you're possessive pretty good too mad! I have to destroy you, you must not know our plans. If you want, Mega Man says, if you want to roll, as in role-playing game, that way, then I got no other choice. Punk says, you really think you can stop my blade transformation? We will see. I, in fact, don't have much faith in my ability to stop your blade transformation. Especially not if you're invulnerable in that pose, which actually I kind of doubt. Oh no, can I make it through this barrage, this onslaught? You have, like, baby pterodactyl shaving? What is that noise? This battle is boring, despite everything else about this game that is not. I wonder if you get a bonus for your ammo being in positive numbers. Mega Man says, the memory chip on the robot tells me Dr. Wily wants to take over the world and rule it. I must stop him. He has become too powerful. Must get to the factory for more info. Oh no, look out! Target Ballad. Ballad, if you prefer. I'm pretty sure I collected that metal as a power-up. No, I missed the health. How will I ever make it through the stage? I've always wanted to slide through here, just to see where the lasers come from. Help! There's an invisible wall. Do I have to destroy you first? Game over! I might need to destroy him to move on. I'm not sure. There we go. Now I can move on. Those poor Joes! That reminds me of a glitch that I did have while programming Ojo's, because there was a, I was trying to get the enemies to jump and not jump through the ceiling. My goodness, they actually did build an invisible wall that gets destroyed when you beat the mini-boss. That's amazing. Ballad says, ah yes, the Mega Man, created by the government to stop my lord. Well, sorry for such a short fight you had out there, but things get quick once you have power, but for me, things will get quick due to your defeat. Mega Man says, Wily's no apostrophe plan, and no punctuation or anything for that matter, aside from the question mark at the end here, is to take over the world! But one question, how did he get this power? Blad says, no more, but one thing, the secrets you have uncovered will die with you. I think that's entirely likely. I've moved the game window over. There's my shooting. Move the game window over in the hopes of seeing... What are you doing? In the hopes of seeing more of the dialogue the next time it pops out. Build a dam around it. You think you would have one as soon as I'm repaired, you will get crushed. Build a dam around it. I let him get away. What's this something at a city? Rogue cop must head there and check it out. Okay, we're totally moving this down here a little more. Oh, the whole city. The city is under attack. Good centering there. A rogue cop bot has taken control of the city. There has been many casualties and casseroles and damage to properties. We need help and fast! Thank you, Z-Saber. This must be Dr. Wily's plan to take over the world. We must stop him. As you can see, newer robots have gone crazy. Interface in line 1. Who what? Well, your hero Mega Man got distracted by Ballad. It gave us time to prepare attack on one of the biggest cities of all time. Also, we took over the military network. No one can save you. Bow to me as a new leader. Oh yeah, one MRE, is that like military rations thing? Don't try and stop us, Mega Man, or else my robot friends here will send you to the scraps. I can't let that happen in going. Thanks, Dr. Light. Off you go! Off I go! Beautiful. I wonder if these spikes actually... Hi, concrete... Hi... I can't take it anymore. There's just no words. I can't. I want to go this way. I don't think I can go that way. I don't know, man. Oh no! Guess you can't jump into spikes in this game, despite everything else being totally fine. And I have to wonder, is this a game where the creator looks at it and says, what a good job I did, I'm so proud of this? Or is this one where we look at it and say, well, that was fun to try? I mean, I still have tremendous respect for anyone who tries to put together a Mega Man fan game, because, especially from scratch, this is not as easy as it looks. Every single detail is way harder than it looks, but still. Ballad says, Mega Man, well done, or Mega Man, well, check out these moves! See him repaired, I will be the one to destroy you! So, repaired basically means I can bounce off of you like on Mario. Oh! It says my health in the title bar now. It has given up on anything else. I'm actually at 81 health now. Amazing. Although I wish it showed his health. No! Dr. Light, I have secured the energy building. Most robots' energy supplies are now shorted, but some attacks are coming from warehouses. I must head there now! My health is back up to 95. Danger!
Ow!
Just now we have the ow sound effect. Wonderful. So, I am noticing it's not actually all that much health to jump straight into enemies. Like, it's only costing me a few points. Oh, I was at 101 health. Awesome, I'm up to 120. Amazing. The thunder has mostly stopped. I haven't really heard anything for a while, so I think we're okay. Stop it, jump, slide. That same pit has claimed me twice. I want my power up. Oh, there's the thunder again. Oh, the window went up. Oh, it resized again, did it? Well, fine. Sorry, nothing that can be done about that. I dare say it is actually better to just walk through enemies and take the hit than try to, Yeah, I don't think this is working. Yeah, you lose so much health from projectiles that it is just better to keep walking. But not down the pit, preferably. Fascinating how you kind of work out some of the game mechanics here when things don't work the way they're supposed to. Oh, yes, be sure to collect all those enemy projectiles now. I guess you look like a boss. You just keep doing that thing you do. Wait, this is Mega Man X music that I'm hearing in the background. So you know how I can only slide right? He can only shoot left. My X key is getting a little tired. I have cleared the warehouse! Now it's time to clear out Wily. Oh, you're so clever. I am amazing. Oh, they're conveyor belts! Okay, I get it now. Guess we didn't like that one. Whee! Whee! No, I'm stuck in a footholder. What am I doing with my life? I like how sliding is what breaks me out of most terrible situations. Okay. Fine, deny me of the power-ups that I'm due. Okay, we'll try that again. I was not expecting this to take this long. I tried out the game and it didn't even look like I could get past the first couple screens. So, this is exciting that we have a full day of entertainment here. Game mower. We'll try this a couple more times. I'm reluctant to stop, but there is a limit to how fun can be. Right, you have to walk off the side because there are certain angles where you can pass through that are better than others. I wish I could jump. I miss the games where I can jump. Yes! Dork! Dork! Boing! Fine, miss all of the power-ups. And these conveyor belts are so oppressive that I can't actually do anything here. When will the stage end? Whee! Oh, heck no! Now I'm acting black in rage, you going down, son? That does not seem at all appropriate. I think you deserve that, Mega Man. I'll give this one more shot. But, yeah. Although if I just get sniped here, then maybe I don't need to play to the end of the game. Someone needs to perfect run this. I think the only way to win is not to play. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it back to Dr. Wily. My skills are failing me, I'm sorry. I'm also curious to see if it really was designed with it technically being possible to get through all of those, or if it's just a coincidence that I'm making any progress. Yeah, the conveyors are not... Here's another example of, if you can't do the gimmick right, don't do it at all. Alright, last time. And then we will just concede defeat to Dr. Wily. I need to stop jumping, don't do that. I should probably jump over those, I'll have better success rates. It's so bizarre, the things that I need to do to get the game to work. I need to press left to be able to reset my jumping so that I can move right. Okay, now it's time for Wily. Jump, 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 you fool. Okay, interesting. You fire every time. Well, that's not good. No! I think it's probably safe to say that Dr. Wily has won this round. That is so bizarre, though, that... I mean, I guess there's some sort of technique for doing it right. If I die once more, press enter before quitting. Okay. And basically, if I don't get... Yeah. I hit enter before quitting. The robots of Dr. Wily were being shut down by themselves. All of his robots were destroyed. Many innocent people got killed, but even the mastermind himself, Dr. Wily Mega Man, was devastated. But he knew that it must have been being done, no matter the cost. But as the city was healing, so was Mega Man. But Mega Man wondered, where is Wily now in the universe? As Mega Man was enter the house of Dr. Light, he knew that there was nothing else to worry about. But then again, what if Dr. Wily didn't die? Okay, thanks for playing. Did I accidentally skip to the end or something? Is that what pressing enter did? Thanks to SpriteSync for the sprites, Mega Man backgrounds, and also thanks to ROM Hackers for the NSF and awesome music. Well then, that has been the Mega Man. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. So that's been another Mega Man Fangame sampler. Thanks for joining me. If you missed any part of this stream, you can find this uploaded to YouTube in a day or two or three at Flashman85 Live. If you're watching this on YouTube and want to catch... I still can't speak. And still want to catch one of these live, join me on Twitch as Flashman85. I'm also on Twitter and Facebook if you want to get advance notice, and Discord if you want to get advance notice about when I'm going to stream. And... thank you for joining me. I will see you around some other time. Toodaloo! That was weird. I don't know why I said that. Bye!